Hey, this is former WWE superstar and ECW original, The Blue Meanie, and you're listening to the True Stories Based on Fiction podcast with Randy and Evan III. Listen, or I'll come get you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet, gotta fix my mic here, another episode of True Stories Based on Fiction, the YouTube channel. As you can see, we are not in the same room because, if you may know or may not know, here in Michigan, we are on yet another lockdown. It isn't as restrictive as the first one back in March, but to be on the safe side, we're gonna, do our part and be in separate locations as we record the next couple of episodes. Because I think the 3 weeks started Wednesday, right?
For the pause, yeah. Whatever that was.
So Wednesday to Wednesday. But in any event, that's just to explain why we aren't in the studio, while we're in my podcast studio and ironing room, of course. But what we're going to do today is what you guys seem to like a lot is yet another taste test. So this is going to be in the same vein as our Fago taste test, and they're also going to combine our love of wrestling, or as I call it, wrestling. So what we're going to do is a taste test, Jericho themed sparkling wine or champagne, a little bit of the bubbly. Is my logo showing? There we go.
Yep, we got 2 bottles.
Yeah. 2 bottles. For those who don't know, Chris Jericho is a famous wrestler. There we go. Who has wrestled for every top wrestling league there has been. He is currently one of the lead guys in the new one, AEW, which is making waves in the professional wrestling realm. And when he won the title, I think it's when he won the title, his big thing was having a little bit of the bubbly, which came from a movie, right? What was that? I feel like it's a Chris Farley thing.
I have no idea.
It came from somewhere, I believe.
Oh, the bubbly.
Have you opened yours yet?
No.
Okay.
Have you opened yours?
No. So we're gonna.
I just took the plastic off mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that process now. Okay. This is riveting YouTube. Ooh, this is fancy. Okay. So there's this. Okay, so this little this little metal thing comes off too, because I don't see it anymore.
Yeah. Take the metal thing out. There's a little unscrewy thing inside.
Okay, I see that. Okay. This isn't bad. So there's a little screwy guy up here. Take that off. It looks like it might be a twist off. Let's see.
You can just wait from.
It is.
Whoa!
Did yours pop really far?
Oh yeah. There's a pop.
Mine was very contained. Okay, so here we go. A little bit of the bubbly.
Mine came up quick.
Yeah. Is yours not chilled?
Huh?
Is yours not chilled? You're doing a whole flute, huh?
Sick.
Okay. Alright. So virtually, we'll
Cheers
and try it out. First, let me ask you, how much champagne, sparkling wine have you had in your day?
Not a lot.
Same.
Not a lot.
This is probably the second time I've had it.
Look at those bubbles, though.
There's a lot of bubbles. He did get his bubbly. So I will say that, being that I can't consider myself an aficionado of the sparkling wines, on first taste, it's not bad, but not good either. Well, it's not bad, but not great, I should say. It's good, it's decent, but not great.
I mean, it's sparkling wine. Like, maybe I have a drink of it on New Year's Eve.
Right.
And a lot of time, I just do like the sparkling cider because we got the kids and it's fun to do that. But for sparkling wine, maybe my wedding was the last time I had it. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
a little bit of the bubbly.
Definitely is a little bit of the bubbly. I feel like it would taste good as a mimosa, as part of a mimosa.
Like a mixer.
Yeah, like add that kind of sweetness to it, because
Yeah.
I guess this is what in the wine community they call dry, because it definitely isn't sweet.
No, it's not sweet. That's a sparkling wine. Another glass here. Whoa, there we go. No, I mean it's a sparkling wine. It's not horrible. Definitely keeping the bottle, because that's a collector's item right there. The cork.
Yeah. Now the question is, well, sometimes the cork will fit back in the bottle. I don't feel like this one is, because it expanded when it took it out.
No, as soon as it popped. Like,
So
that's way too fat a cork to
to
get back in that bottle, which is good.
is that good though? Because how do I put this in the refrigerator?
I think you just gotta drink the bottle.
At 12:47 p.m. on a Sunday, all solo dolo.
Hey. It's 2020, man.
That's true. Now I will say this though. Granted, I don't drink a lot anymore, but I'm definitely feeling like a little bit of a buzz.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. I don't drink at all. And I mean, yeah, the second, it tasted better the second time.
I agree. And
my mouth got accustomed to it.
The whole mouth feel.
Yeah.
I feel like as well. I'm glad that I ate before I drank this, because I feel like if this were on an empty stomach, I might really be feeling this.
Yeah.
So
I just ate two, so
yeah,
no, I'm liking it.
the liquor content is good.
What is the liquor content? It's 12.8%.
Is that good?
Let me look it up. Got my trusty liquor upper thing right next to me.
To the Googles.
Do the Googles.
And also, people should know while you look that up. So this is from the Knocking Point Wine Company, and that is co-founded by, as fellow nerds out there in the audience would know, Stephen Amell, who was Arrow on the show Arrow. So it's his company, and during the pandemic, him and his co-founder would do, like, I think daily, a video call to kind of help people saying it normal. So because he's a very big fan of wrestling, especially with Cody Rhodes is a good friend of his, he partnered up with Chris Jericho to bring some attention to his wine brand, as well as bring attention to Chris Jericho. So it's kind of a match made in heaven. And he has a new show, I think, on Stars about wrestling called Heels, coming out pretty soon, I believe.
That's a Stephen Amell show?
Yep.
That's awesome. I didn't know he had part of Knocking Point. That's awesome.
Have you heard of Knocking Point before?
No, because that's where I had to order this from.
Yep. So
an average a Bud Light, if you will, or Budweiser is 5% alcohol.
Oh, so this is a lot then.
Yeah, this is like double what.
Damn.
So if you are feeling something, that's all right.
Yeah. I would definitely say that it's something that, like I said, if I'm feeling festive, I'll definitely try again, because it's a good tasting wine. Because essentially, I've learned that champagne is sparkling wine. It's wine that has bubbles in it. It's dry wine that has bubbles in it, and I found it out this year.
I'm not a wine guy, so I never knew.
Yeah. And I feel like this label might come off a little quickly though, so that's kind of concerning. If we're doing a full review, the label seemed a little cheap, but the bottle was nice.
The bottle itself is it's got that.
Oh yeah, deep.
hole.
The deep inverted nipple.
So if you're trying to elbow around it and get the punt right there and take your sword to open it up. That's what some people do. They'll hold it right there at the punt, or I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I believe so.
Slide a knife or sword down the seam of the bottle, and that'll pop the cork right off.
Of course, preferably a sword.
Yeah. Now I'm just taking shots of it. It feels like.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest knock on it is this cork, because I really do not like the fact that I can't recork this thing. Because I feel like I shouldn't put it in my fridge just open and shit, right?
Right.
Because I feel like that would either expose it to the elements inside my fridge, so I guess that's dumb. But I feel like the flavor would suffer.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Definitely.
But hopefully I can find something like the stuff in there like that will fit. Because some other wines that I've drank had corks that were like you can recork them.
Yeah.
So that's probably the biggest knock on it so far. I'm sure that this kind of cork is popular for some reason, and it is. I feel like the wine is probably fresher because of how it was packaged.
Yeah.
This cork that expands when you take it out, and then having this little anchor thing in there. But yeah, in terms of storing it, if you don't want to drink the whole bottle at once, if you aren't having a big event, if you're doing a taste test like we are on our YouTube channel, that's when it becomes a problem. Okay,
I like the line with the cup.
Because I'm classy like that. So if you had to give it a Drunk Iron Man rating on a scale of 1 to 10, for those who do not know, how many Drunk Iron Mans would you give it?
Because I'm not a huge wine person, my score is probably be pretty high. I'll probably give it like an 8.
Yeah, I would say I would give it about a weak 8, not a strong 8. Mainly because of the fact, but you made a very good point. It does taste better after you drink. The initial taste of it isn't as good as the secondary taste, which is odd, but very true. And then the biggest knock, like I said, is the fact that this is not a recorkable wine. It's a small issue to some, but it's a big issue for me. And then I'm doing it on the whole presentation of the bottle itself. And like I said, the labels look a little cheap and a little glued on, but the bottle itself is a nice bottle. And it's probably their universal bottle. And I like the fact that the bottle's green. That green bottle is kind of aesthetically pleasing for me. But
now it does say on this pamphlet, this is a different bottle than what the first shipment of A Little Bit of Bubbly went out with.
Okay.
It's a new bottle and new label. So the initial shipment that went out, that they sold out of, had a different bottle and different label. So I'm not sure if it was fancier or what, but they did. It does say here at this little pamphlet, and I'll make sure to put it up there. But so due back to popular demand, delivered in a new bottle with new label.
Okay.
It's just because it's got him on there with the belt, just trying to look all fierce.
Yeah, honestly, not to keep going on and on tangents, but since he isn't the champion anymore, I feel like they should have updated that without him having a belt.
Yeah. He still calls himself Le Champion.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. But okay, we both given it our Drunk Iron Man reviews. We both gave it an 8 out of 10, and I feel like we both would try again. And besides our minor issues with it, it's a pretty good drink. So until next time, keep drinking wine.